What's up, y'all? Here's something you might not know. At least I didn't. Australia and Antarctica, they're siblings. That's right. We're looking at when Australia and Antarctica were joined, the geological story of two ancient continental siblings. This is super fascinating. Very fascinating. Antarctica, at least to me, I haven't really, delved into history of it or anything. I just know that's very mysterious, very crazy place. And it's wild because it's so big and it's at the bottom of our planet. And of course, really no one lives there. It's just wild. This is from a channel called Geographics. I highly encourage you to check the link in the description for this original video so you can watch it uninterrupted, and please browse their channel. And this is, of course, a Discord suggestion from TGirl009. Always great stuff from you. Thank you so much. Let's get into it, guys.
Antarctica is one of the few places left on our planet where vast deposits of untapped mineral wealth lies in abundance. It was, after all, merged with the southern parts of Australia for over 1 billion years.
Jeez.
And as a result of this, the very same tectonic events that led to the geological construction and mineral enrichment of areas such as Victoria and New South Wales also impacted Antarctica and did the very same there. It was more closely tied to Victoria than to New South Wales though, so the same tectonic events that Victoria experienced, which led to it having some of the richest goldfields on our planet, also affected.
Wow. I would love to do videos just on the gold rush, whatever you would want to call it, in Australia. I think it's so fascinating, right? I mean, arguably the biggest gold rush. Look at all that. Very, very cool.
Antarctica, and this video is going to discuss why this frozen wasteland is hiding some of the largest reserves of not only gold, but of numerous differing valuable minerals, and how this could set the scene in the future for some of the largest conflicts between countries to occur, as they vie for dominance over the exceptional riches that lie here.
Yeah, you can imagine lots of countries want their paws on Antarctica, right? God knows how much
Geographics,
wealth and minerals and crazy stuff you can find there.
Ice caps all around the world slowly melt. Antarctica is no exception, and as a result, it's changing rapidly. The environmental protocol bans all mineral resource activities in Antarctica, other than for scientific research in present day. This might be all well and good for now, whilst minerals are easily accessible in other countries, but in 100 years, when easy to find mineral deposits become exhausted and increasingly harder to find, I suspect attention will slowly turn towards two places: Antarctica and Greenland. I'll save my theories on Greenland for another video, but Antarctica is an incredibly ancient continent. It's gone through numerous cycles of tectonic collision and rifting. Mountain ranges have been thrust up, then fully eroded time and time again throughout the ages.
Wow.
When mountains get built, something truly special occurs alongside it. Gold. Well, not just gold, other valuable minerals too,
but
gold is arguably amongst the most highly sought after. The region of Antarctica that interests me the most though is the section that was connected with Victoria. Most people probably don't realise that Antarctica and the southern parts of Australia have been connected for over 1 billion years before they finally separated as a result of immense tectonic rifting that began 85 million years ago, and the two continents were fully separated by around 30 million years ago. In present day, we can clearly see the faults in southern Victoria that were created as a result of this rifting here. Both Victoria and parts of Antarctica were an ancient seafloor 550 million years ago. Tectonic collisions occurred here numerous times as the ancient Paleo-Pacific Ocean subducted beneath this area time and time again, effectively thrusting up the ancient seafloor and crumpling and buckling it as massive mountain building events took place. These events stretched from the top of modern-day Queensland and went all the way down south past Victoria into Antarctica, raising the land from north to south above the ocean piece by piece, and depositing immense mineral wealth along with it. This vast mineral deposition would occur time and time again as numerous tectonic collisions occurred over the next 200 million years, and multiple mountain building events would take place. And along with these events were the filling of the many faults that were created in the bedrock during the immense buckling and uplift that was experienced time and time again here, with highly pressurized gold-rich fluids shooting up through these fractures and solidifying within the faults and cracks within the rocks, appearing today as quartz veins.
It's so fascinating how minerals form, how they work, and then of course like gold, like how it works and how it's found. It's just very fascinating, right? And this is good. I actually wondered, like I said, I never really got to look into this. I didn't really realize that Australia had like the biggest gold rush ever in, of course, the 19th century. And I think that's fascinating in itself. This kind of explaining how that happened. The fact that Australia and Antarctica are like connected like that in a way, they're like siblings and then got broken apart, right? But share some ancient geologic features. It's very fascinating, right? It's very fascinating. This is a good one. This is a good topic.
So the same rocks that gold was literally sweat out of during metamorphism existed here in Antarctica too, as the two places underwent the same tectonic events. And therefore the goldfields in Victoria and those in Antarctica are more related than most people think. The source rock that fueled the massive gold enrichment of Victoria is thought to be Cambrian underwater basaltic volcanics. It's thought that when these rocks were subducted, the gold that was sweat out of this volcanic material directly led to the vast gold enrichment of places such as Ballarat and the entire Golden Triangle in general. But this is not including the goldfields of the Far East, which have a different origin. So essentially what this means is that in Antarctica right now is an area that mimics Victoria, which is mind-boggling to think about.
It's gotta be.
In Victoria, massive, and I really do mean massive gold nuggets were found. Some of the largest in the world occurred here.
Okay, that's ridiculous. When I think of a gold nugget, I think like this, and that'd be worth money, like...
Talking real freak-sized stuff.
Oh
There's
my
a
God.
very, very good chance Antarctica has this too. Both of these continents were relatively stable for hundreds of millions of years after the gold events took place until the rifting here occurred, which means the alluvial wealth held in the frozen over creeks and rivers in Antarctica would be truly unbelievable and unimaginable. It would be just like Victoria was in the 1850s. Gold everywhere. I can't lie, my dream that I'll never get to experience is to just dig a few holes in an exposed creek in Antarctica and do a few test pans. But I guess that experience will probably be reserved for whatever country wins the war over the resources that will inevitably occur here at some point in time in the next couple of 100 years. Assuming, of course, that we make it that far. So this is the truly astonishing story of Antarctica's link with Australia in more ways than one. From a billion-year-plus relationship between the two, to the vast mineral wealth that is contained within both continents. Australia and Antarctica are old partners that, for whatever reason, just drifted apart in time. I'm sure we've all experienced something like this in our lives, and we can probably relate to that. Maybe they'll get back together one day, and it'll be like a happy reunion. Or maybe the continents will find new, geological partners to play collision and mountain building with. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, the world history when it comes to geological statistics like that is just so fascinating, man. Very interesting how everything used to be closer together and split apart, and of course Australia and Antarctica being like, right connected with each other and then slowly drifting apart. It's just very fascinating. I know I said that earlier. I want to reiterate like how crazy that is. I actually did not, I guess, technically know that. Wow, that's very crazy. It will be interesting to see over the next 100 years or so, what happens with that continent. How will it be handled between countries and further exploration and stuff. It's just wild that, we get so busy in our lives, right? And see a lot of people, and some of us are, lucky to travel all around the world. I've heard from people, or travel a lot within your region, whatever. And it's great, but it drives home like how big the planet is and how little most of us see of it, right? Like, most people have not trekked around Antarctica. That's very rare. It's very much unexplored land, and it's a whole continent. It's just kind of mind-blowing if you think about it. Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed that one. I would love to hear your thoughts down below. Have you seen any of those gold nuggets in real life that are that big? Like, are they in like a museum or something? Like, holy smokes, that was like ridiculous. Tell you what, Australia is a rich place when it comes to the earth there, right? Much beautiful high dollar things can be found in the soil, in the mountains there. It's pretty cool. Please throw a like on there if you enjoyed this. Subscribe to be part of this amazing community. We're almost at 100K, guys. I can't believe it. Please click the link in the description and check them out further as well. In closing, y'all, my name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker, and until next time, I'll catch you later.